Jesus too. Now resides in Las Vegas, Nevada. Smart guy. He's ready to make his money, right? Real brawler style. And he went a while before he got a hold of this kid and he stopped the fight. But good matchmaking with a guy who was 9-4, and we both thought this is the dumbest thing we've ever seen on paper. This is going to be a fast fight, and I'm sure that's what everybody thought. But the kid who's 9-4 went in there with this is my one shot. If I don't do something, I'm going to wind up, on ballroom cards for the rest of my life. And he didn't hurt himself by fighting for 6 or 7 strong rounds in an 8-round fight. He fought really hard. I mean, really hard. And I was thinking to myself, if his corner... Here's the problem. If you get a bad corner, which you and I have both seen on many occasions, where the corner... Let's take Manny Pacquiao. There's no way... Freddie Roach didn't know his fighter was behind. No way. No way. How does Manny Pacquiao have it in his head that he's winning that fight?
I have no idea. How do a lot of people? That fight is so old, though. I'm so over it. They're still arguing about it on social media. I really shouldn't say arguing. Pacquiao fans just won't let it go. They absolutely will not let it go.
Before we get to the boring Dirrell fight, let me talk about the biggest news that happened last week, which was, and I'm surprised that you guys didn't jump on the let's do a show routine when the news sort of hit the wire. So the prevailing rumor in Vegas and the prevailing rumor on the internet, for anybody wondering, there is a brand new arena being built behind the New York, called AEG Live with MGM. And it is a monstrosity. I mean, it's huge, and it's almost done. I think it's going to be done before they say it's going to be done.
May of 2015.
Correct. And the rumor circulating is that they are already in talks to put Floyd, who will no longer be under contract, in the first event at that arena. And the rumor circulating in Vegas is that the first fight with Floyd in that ring in Vegas is against Manny Pacquiao, and that the talks are already underway. Like, it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to take a step-over fight in Amir Khan in September. That's the way that Amir Khan's behaving. Of course, he has to win. God, I hope he slips on a banana peel. But he's not. I mean, the reality is Amir Khan's going to win his fight. So he'll fight in September against Floyd. And I don't know what delusional fantasy land that Amir Khan lives in where he thinks he's going to beat Floyd. I really don't. I mean, it is a weird-ass reality where he believes that he is better than Canelo Alvarez, where he believes that he's better than Manny Pacquiao, where he believes that he's better than Jose Luis Castillo. Like, the list of names that he must honestly believe that he's better as, because at this point I have to look at Floyd's record and go, that's an impressive-looking record. All right, you fought Manny. You got it over with. I got nothing. I don't like the guy. I don't like his behavior. I don't like him on a personal level. I don't think he uses his position for anything good other than, and this is where the business side of me kicks in, which is I can't fault the man. He's about making as much money for him and his as he can. He takes care of his family, and really at the end of the day, that's all he has to do. Public perception is what it is.
Daughter had a birthday at this the ballroom underneath the MGM Grand this weekend, Lee. Well, performers and all.
Let me put it by a comparison. Floyd Mayweather.
15 years old.
Wait, you're gonna like this. The comparison to Floyd Mayweather and Bruce Jenner. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, you like this. Okay.
They both like purses.
Well, pretty close. So Floyd Mayweather does things that people do not like. Yet there are people who like him, and he makes a lot of money, correct?
Yep.
Say what you will about Bruce Jenner. I'm going to say that half of the country is not going to like the way that he's putting himself out there based on his sexual orientation or what he wants to do to make himself feel good, right? The Bible thumpers are going to want him torn apart in pieces. It's a terrible thing to be on E. They're going to picket. They're going to boycott. They're going to do this, that, and the other. You know what? He took care of his family. He took care of family that wasn't his family. Went to the deathbed of the children he was going to raise. Said, do not worry. I will take care of them and raise them as my own. Right? Beyond that, the truth of Bruce Jenner is he shouldn't give two shits what anybody thinks.
I don't think he does, Lee. That's why he's doing it.
I think he's doing it to help people that are in the same situation, and that's why he's making it public. He doesn't have to do it public. He can turn it all off. He's worth more than Floyd. He doesn't need to do it.
Lee, if you heard that story, I think he has been holding this in for a while. I've watched the specials.
Are you kidding? I've watched the specials, dude.
Okay, well, he talked about he was dressing like that even while he was married. I think he has been hiding it for a while. He has,
and the kids have known. But what I mean by all that is,
and you gave a great point though. I mean, I don't want to get too far off, but yeah, you're right. All of his kids are grown up. They're moved out. They're somewhat successful in however they made their money. They're successful at it.
If I make $1 million going to a nightclub in Vegas on a Saturday night, I have successful kids.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. That's probably when he said, "All right, it's time to live how I want to live now." So
right.
Yeah. No, I
you
don't
did
agree.
You did your job. And look, at the end of the day, as much as I hate Floyd personally for his behavior,
he did his job.
He's doing his job. Your job is raise your kids, take care of them, takes care of his dad, takes care of his uncle. Like, he craps money and he takes care of everybody around him, including the hangers-on, from what I can tell.
He's back to gambling. Oh boy!
Well, he's got money. He doesn't.
If you've seen his, Lee. But after that rumored $15 million loss, Floyd really stood away from posting any gambling slips, and it seems like he's back. The Manny Pacquiao fight, ladies and gentlemen, have him back in the game. Just this week, I believe twice, he has took home $200,000 on the Warriors.
Yeah, he's a Golden State guy all the way.
He likes posting $200,000 in 48 minutes.
By the way, what happened to Golden State? Why are they shitting the bed, as they say?
No. They're destroying the Rockets right now.
Oh, it's the other way around? All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Rockets.
It's the Rockets that are shitting the bed. I don't really care because, well, honestly, I'm from L.A. and I was raised Laker, and I realize how bad the Lakers are. You could save your comments. I can quote things like the Raiders, like, how many champions do we have? It's the same as Boston. Boston will always go, look at the ceiling.
No doubt. And that's funny. I like that meme where it says the Lakers have championship banners. The Clippers have selfies, and it shows the inside the Clippers, and it's just pictures of their guys up.
It's pretty much. They've had a better team for years now, but they can't win. Can't get out of the second round. It is what it is. Getting back to boxing and all that obscure stuff. So there you go. There's the big Floyd Manny AEG. Yeah, Floyd's still a dick.
It's going to happen, though, Lee. The numbers are too big.
Come on.
Look, they're still not done counting.
I'm already looking at prices for that first Saturday in May. And if nobody believes me on this subject, go on any travel site and try to book that Saturday and see what the prices are. They're abnormally high a year in advance. Abnormally high. Abnormally high already. Like, they're anticipating those first two Saturdays. One of them's going to be that Saturday. And it'll be, quote-unquote, Floyd's retirement match, which he's not. He just won't be under contract, so he'll keep taking big money fights every 3 to 6 months until he decides. At a zero. Why am I not making 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 million a fight against anybody in a brand new he's going to sign a contract with MGM and AEG to fight exclusively in there. He's going to be he's going to be a modern day George Foreman. He'll fight anybody.
Lee,
come to the AEG and fight me.
He's absolutely there now. We were there when we seen Floyd graduate from the $15 million fighter to the $25 million. That's when he started crying after the Baltimore fight, talking about his hands. In this next one, he's going to graduate. He makes roughly around 27 to 32 on most average fights, guaranteed money. He's now going to graduate, I believe, to about the $50 million range per fight. Now, there's only a certain amount of fighters that are going to be there to generate this type of money for Floyd. But I think because Floyd has no middleman, there is no middleman anymore at Floyd. There is no one taking any percentage out of his check, a big percentage like Top Rank rumored to be around 27 to 30% of his money. With that gone, these fights can be made. Floyd has shown numerous times that he can generate this type of money by himself, being his own promoter. He's getting the TV contracts, he's getting seats, he's getting merchandise. So Floyd, yes, Floyd retiring has always been a joke. Besides that, he's not going to retire 49-0 and not break the record. I think he's gonna break that record also, or at least try for it. It's just a matter of who's going to be in front of him when he tries. Will it be Pacquiao or will it be someone else? Because really, Lee, Manny comes back. We still don't know if he's going to be 100% on the right shoulder. The doctors say he's going to be 100, but who knows until we see him actually in the ring.
Yeah, I agree. And for those
look at Juan Manuel Marquez has been out with this knee injury for how long now? You know?
But he doesn't want to fight. There's nobody to fight.
Man, well, he has a few options. It just seems like they keep saying it's the knee holding him out. It's possible he retires. But my whole point is when he went through that first surgery, he was supposed to already be back in the ring, and he's not yet.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure we could all want to believe that, but I mean, it's not reality. The reality is not that. There's nobody for Marquez to fight. There's no reason to risk the legacy. Who's he going to fight? Who's he going to fight?
Well, I think he can go down and fight any of the junior welterweights right now. Top Rank has a few guys waiting to blow up into the pay-per-view market, and Juan Manuel Marquez is a great road into that superstardom. One example, Jesse Vargas, if he beats Timothy Bradley next month, Jesse Vargas versus Juan Manuel Marquez and MGM Grand would be a huge fight. He has avenues.
Wait, come on, let's be honest. What is that, 500,000 or 1 million pay-per-view buys?
Yeah, I mean, yes, but the money that they're going to pay those two, that's a great turnout for that fight. If it got that high, it might be 500,000 to a $250,000 buys, Lee, but that's still a great payout for what they would have to pay these two. Obviously, Marquez would make the majority of money, but he's somewhere still around 5 to 8 million on the American side. I know over where he makes money in his country would be a lot more, but on the American side, he's around 5 million to 8 million is basically what Marquez has always made. Jesse Vargas is nowhere near that yet. He would still be in the 2 or 3 million range for a pay-per-view. So it's a great fight. You got Terrence Crawford there. That's it. Mikey Garcia. I don't know what the hell happened to this kid, but he's still there, undefeated. So there's an avenue for Marquez. I think he would have fought if he could have. I think the injury is holding him out. And talk about reality. Let me bring this around. Segue.
Okay.
Is it a reality now that the PBC is not saving boxing?
Well, I think the funny thing is PBC's running this model, right? Of being, the UFC for boxing. I think that's the angle that they're running, right?
Right. We're trying to get exciting fights, not.
And when in fact the UFC now has Ronda Rousey who's drawing for them, and I don't disagree with Dana. I believe that her next pay-per-view fight is probably going to get her a couple million buys. Ronda's the hottest ticket in fighting period right now. And she does one thing that boxing will never do. She's drawing in a female element.
Well, no, you can't say. Oscar De La Hoya drew in a big-time female element. I will say, we'll see. I won't say she's the hottest thing in sports until she actually does it. I have to say it's Floyd still, Lee, because he's the one breaking numerous numbers year in, year out.
Look, how many years did it take before Floyd got 500,000 or 1 million views?
Exactly. No, you're absolutely right.
She's so ahead of the game right now that it's frightening.
Yeah. UFC, I don't know if you have as long as a life span in the UFC as a fighter than you do in boxing, though, too. UFC is very rough. Boxing, obviously, Floyd Mayweather has shown you can get away with the hit and not be hit style.
Much like Floyd, she's going to be a headliner at a WrestleMania and get the exposure. Yeah. She's smart. Yeah. She's super smart.
She's already in movies.
Yep.
She's already doing
She's ahead of Floyd on that one because nobody wants to put Floyd's dumb, ignorant ass in a movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's – yeah.
Well, Floyd he's illiterate. Remember, he's illiterate. How can he read the script?
He gets rejected from countries, Lee. You can't forget that. They didn't even reject. He
gets rejected at basketball games, for God's sakes.
Hey, I'm telling you, Floyd thinks that's funny, But I have a feeling the ones that are going to be hurt with the way he's acting.